What's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? It's your guy Q, the movie collector, here again, back with another 4K video review. And on today's review, we're going to be talking about a Vinegar Syndrome release. One of the releases that came out during the what was that? I forgot what the name of that sale was. The halfway to Black Friday sale. Yeah, the halfway to Black Friday sale. I picked up this release mainly because it is a blind watch, another blind watch for me. But when I mentioned this during a few of the podcast episodes that I was on, a lot of people said, "Man, that's a great movie. You should check it. Definitely check it out." But hey, everybody, the mascot is here. Check him out. It's Trey. It's Trey Bear. Say hi, Trey. He wanted to make an appearance today, guys. He's sitting in my lap. But anyway, that movie that I'm talking about is Let's Scare Jessica to Death. Now, this is an early 70s film directed by John Hancock. Funny enough, that's his name. Yeah, the movie starts off the with the character Jessica. I believe she's just now getting out of the hospital, like a mental hospital. And I want to say I think she's battling with schizophrenia. I think she has schizophrenia because she thinks in her head a lot. You hear her thoughts about, things she's seeing out in the open. And when she comes out, they go to a cemetery and she's such a free spirit. She's running through the cemetery. She's taking like these big pieces of paper and she's like doing the whole thing. She's trying to sketch out the headstones or whatnot. And she starts seeing things that she thinks that maybe they aren't real, because that's what she was being told while she was in the hospital, was that she didn't want to go back to the hospital before talking about seeing things that weren't there. But she's got the support of her husband. I forgot who plays the husband. And again, this is one of those reviews where I don't really know the names of the actresses or the actors in this film, or let alone, because again, it's a first time watch, so I don't know the characters' names. But her husband is by far her biggest supporter. He's basically taken her all out and about. He's just bought this new house for them and spent all of his savings on this big house. And so when him, his friend, and Jessica, they all get to this house, Jessica still starts seeing, visions of this girl that's, either walking about or that's sitting on a chair rocking. So they go inside the house, they start moving things into the house, and she bumps into this woman. I think her name is Emily. I think that's her name. They bump into her and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I've been living here, just staying here in this house. I didn't know this house was sold and it belongs to them." So immediately they start, feeling a little bad for her. And Jessica says, "It's okay. You can stay." So as things are going on, a lot of other things starts to happen where Jessica starts seeing more and more things. She starts seeing this other girl that's running about that's got like this neck scarf or whatnot around her neck, and she's running around and everything. And then comes a moment in the movie where they go to the attic and they see this family portrait. And they don't notice it at first. I mean, you as the viewer, like myself, you notice it right from the get-go that Emily is one of the girls in that picture. But then they decide, okay, let's grab some of this stuff. Let's take it to town. Let's see if we can sell it to get some money, because we're running low on funds and we need food. So they go into town. They hand the local guy this picture frame. And right away, the guy notices the family in that picture and was like, that's the such and such family. I don't know if I can take this. And immediately he goes about and he buys it. But then they leave there, and then as they're going about, Jessica's husband is letting Jessica, run free again. Jessica notices that girl with the scarf is trying to warn her to say, "Hey, come follow me this way. I got something to show you." She don't actually say it, but she's like, "Come follow me." So then she follows her, and the guy that they just sold the picture to, he's laying dead in the water. So then she goes to run, grab her husband. They come back to see if the guy's there. He's not there. And immediately the next day, they go back to the attic to find the pictures back hanging up there. And then that's when Jessica notices that Emily is one of the women that's in the frame. I don't want to dive any more further into the movie, but without giving it away, because you know me, I'm not one of those kind of guys that likes to spoil anything. But this was one of those haunted atmospheric movies, and it was truly unique for the time this movie was made. I really, really enjoyed this movie. I'm probably gonna watch it a few more times. I'll probably watch it again around October. But yeah, that's Let's Scare Jessica to Death. It is an absolute classic. I really, really enjoyed this film. And let's take a look at the contents, man. This has got Vinegar Syndrome's little side loader ordeal going on. So you see the side loader in the thick, chunky box there. So you got that. And then in true Vinegar Syndrome fashion, they give you the slip. Nice little slip there. You'll see there. And I've already reversed the cover art. I put the original theatrical art on the front there, which gives it that nice little look and feel. So this isn't one of those I felt like there was a fully loaded down special features release, but I felt like they give you enough. They give you just enough to satisfy you with it. So here's the back of it. If you guys want to take a look at the special features there you go. You can pause it there if you like. So you get also the Blu-ray with this, as well as the 4K. The 4K is Adobe Vision HDR transfer, as well as HDR10. And you get, let's see, a new commentary track with director John D. Hancock, moderated by Justin La Liberty, and a new commentary track with authors Kim Newman and Sean Hogan. Also included is the Blu-ray containing everything on the 4K. And then you also get these special features. You get a new medium, which is 15 minutes. I didn't watch that one. I need to go back and watch it. The one that I did watch was a new interview with director John D. Hancock. That one there, it says Stars Align, I think. No, a new medium was that interview. I did watch that one. That's the one I hate the way they got this labeled on here. A new interview with director John D. Hancock. That was 15 minutes long. That was a very great interview with the director. He talks about how he did not want to do a horror film. That was never his intention. He was mesmerized by ghost stories, and he wanted to tell a unique ghost story tale of this movie. And he comes from a theater background, and he wanted to bring that to screen with his vision. And he talks about, how he met the person that plays as Jessica, how he met the person that plays as Emily, and how everyone kind of just hit it off. But that was a really good interview. You learn a lot about how the film was made during that interview. You also get the Stars Align, a new interview with co-producer Bill Bottolato. And you get The Sound of Terror, a new interview with composer Orville Stober. I really need to go back and watch that one, because that's another thing I forgot to chime in on. The score to this movie was great. Very memorable score. I'm very much into scores when it comes to movies, and this one had a really, really nice soundtrack score. And you also get a Haunted Quality, new interview with the Nightmare USA author Stephen Thrower, a theatrical trailer, TV spot, radio spot, and also an image gallery. But yeah, this is a nice package. I will also like to point out, and I'll show you guys this. Oh, and you also get Perfect Bound book too. You also get the Perfect Bound book. So you get a nice book there. Chris, if you watching, I'm sorry, bro. I haven't had a chance to look at this book or read anything in it. That will come in due time. But yeah, I want to show you guys something I found really unique, and I think I kind of touched on this briefly with the Jade film. Granted, now Jade didn't deserve to be in that category, but this one definitely does. And if you notice right there, come on, focus, focus, focus. Come on, focus, focus. It's not one to focus, but let me see. Focus, 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 focus. Okay. Can you see it? Right here? That's the Paramount Scares logo. Sorry I spent too much time trying to point it out, but my camera was not trying to focus. That's the Paramount Scares logo. This very much deserves that logo on it. It's very, very well worth it. But yeah, let's talk about the transfer. People, I think right now, to me, we're getting some of the best 4K transfers this year that we've seen of older films. This is definitely one of those. This is definitely one of those. It's a treat, an absolute treat. I can't really speak on, I think it was a Scream Factory release of the Blu-ray originally. I didn't see that one. I saw this one. This was the first one I watched. The colors looked amazing. The detail looked amazing. The grain was still there. Everything looked natural. It looked fantastic. The scenes where it actually shows like the lake by the house, or I think it was the lake. Yeah, lake with the sun that's actually hovering above it. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Even all of those outdoor shots where it show where, you know, they're walking through the yard and everything looked amazing. The up close shots when they're always having dinner, those looked fantastic. That Dolby Vision HDR shined greatly, and it even just speaks volumes, man. Vinegar Syndrome are like, in my honest opinion, they're like the kings when it comes to like restorations. I swear, they're so good at it. And this also had a pretty strong audio track. I mean, granted, it was a mono track, but it was a really strong mono track. I thought it sounded amazing. But yeah, if you're a fan of Let's Scare Jessica to Death, highly, highly recommend this pickup from Vinegar Syndrome if it's not out of print. Even if they have a regular 4K standard edition, this is worth getting. Highly, highly recommend this. If you're a horror fan, if you're a fan of early 70s horror, this is very much worthy in your collection, because after I watched this, man, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Because again, there's things I don't want to say that happen in this movie that'll just leave you wondering, like, did this happen? Or did this happen? You kind of feel like Jessica a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so anyway, that is the review for Let's Scare Jessica to Death. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, I want to hear your comments below. If there's any other early 70s horror titles that you guys want to suggest that I check out, let me know. I want to see some more early 70s stuff. And I'm not talking about just the mainstream stuff, and I'm not talking about Italian horror, because I know a lot of people are going to say some Italian horror. I want to hear some good stuff that I've never seen before. But anywho, thank you guys for watching. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm watching you guys. Again, those drive-by people, hit the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate that. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.